It's quite spooky around here, isn't it?
Okay, what else? Alchemy. Well, that sort of
Don't worry, it's
sucks.
safe.
All right. All that.
Chief Reharau is a man admired by us all.
Actually, what? Huh. This will have to be sold later. Alright. So I need 5 of those to do one. Well then.
Rushing me again? Am I the mighty Captain Cliff, veteran of 100 battles? Don't let all this hefty armor fool you. I'm a renowned scholar and linguist. I heard the Vogons, usually seen only across the desert, were spotted here. So, of course, I hastily applied. But oh my, they want me to kill them. What? Of course! By the looks of things, the Vogons didn't come here because they wanted to. If only we could communicate with them. I think we could get them to return to the desert. Want to come to this dank swamp. It's clear there are some circumstances we're unaware of. There must be some way we can get through to them.
Oh, a human? And one I know! How nice it is to see a familiar face! Back then, those innocent goblins were spared from a massacre thanks to you. Each day I am reminded of your generosity. So, I now live my life helping others. Look at these Fogans, especially this little one here. The sudden change in the Fogans has given them a fright. Well, it's not so much a conversation, really. I just gaze into their big, bright eyes.
Oh my god.
Just by staring at one another, we can easily empathize. What? If you can't find a Fogan who can communicate, you have no choice but to drive them all out. It will only repeat the cycle of pain. Oh, I have an idea. Here you go. Take this Fogan. You said there's a Fogan language expert, right? Get them to have a little chat, and you'll understand what's going on. He's scared out of his wits, poor thing. So he might not follow you readily. I'll give you a hand. Let's try to coax him out and take him. I'll head on back with the Fogan. This is where we must part ways. I sorted it all out for you, right? See you again next time.
What? You managed to capture a Fogan alive? It seems I may have underestimated you. Why didn't I even think of doing that? Have I become too accustomed to the ways of war? Great work. With this little guy, we can study the Fogan language, and soon we'll be communicating clearly with those frog folks. But there is one who will never listen to our words. I'd like you to take care of him for me. Yes, the leader that brought those Fogans from the desert. The Fogan chief, Titium. If he weren't around, we might just be able to get through to the Fogans. Please? It would be a great help. I wish there were a more peaceful solution, but we're out of options. Nobody knows where he resides, but he always appears on certain occasions. They're at war with the Nagas now, aren't they? When their young ones or food supplies are targeted, he appears out of nowhere, sweeps up the Nagas, and then disappears again, just like a ghost. I don't know why he only makes these selected appearances. I'm still looking into that. If you start rummaging around their nesting grounds, or maybe where they keep the hatchlings' food stores, they'll surely summon their chieftain themselves. All you have to do is face him then. Simple, right? I've been observing the Fogans a lot, and there is nothing they care more about than their young.
energy. Donut! Donut, my old friend! Why did you do it? Why did you betray me?
You've taken down Titium. Who knew such a talent was hidden within the Jean Merchant Guild? May I ask where you hail from? Have you thought about making a name for yourself in Serendia? And don't you worry about those security issues any longer. A promise is a promise, and trust is met with trust. Don't you worry about those security issues any longer.
Adventurer, you're here. I've been waiting. Of course, I first thought you were just a fearless country bumpkin. But seeing you in action, can't say I'm not growing fond of you. Lady Isabel has gone to Heidel to take over a business from the Heidel League of Merchants. She will certainly keep her end of the promise as soon as she returns. Have no fear. Do not. I do remember. It's the name of the former chief of Glish. When the Jean Merchant Guild first began trading here, I distinctly recall having a conversation with him. One day, he just vanished. No trace to be found. Went out to the marshes and never returned, they said. I don't know what business you have with him. Why not talk to the current chief? Freyo, I think it was. I saw him on the way here. He was talking with some alchemist.
The demon spotted at Alejandro Farm. How did it happen? Was it truly a minion of Belmore?
It could be. Or perhaps it was a coincidence.
Oh! Is it the ancient stone chamber? That would be bad.
Is there anything suspicious going on?
Word is the overseer of the Black Crystal Extraction Mill has been acting strangely as of late.
Do you mean Sir Edmund?
An ominous presence is lurking around him. He's a Black Crystal addict. Is it possible that he could have awakened some kind of unknown relic?
Ooh, that sounds like something big. I gotta tell Eden. Big news incoming, la 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 la.
Rumor has it, there's an adventurer causing quite a stir around the village. I reckon that must be you. I'm pleased to finally make your acquaintance. I am Freyo, Chief of Glish. On behalf of the village, I'd like to express my gratitude.
There's a face I'm always happy to see. You seem more vibrant than ever, and that truly warms my heart.
So, what brings you to this old man? Straight to the point with talk of Donat, eh? How did an outsider like you come to know that name? If you were hoping to meet him, I'm afraid you're too late.
He departed this world a long time ago. Titian, the Fogan leader who drove the Nagas from the desert. No. Could it be? If the Fogans ended up like this because of what happened back then... Alustan, doesn't it seem to fit together?
It may very well, but the records are sealed and no one knows the truth of that day, even you. You were with Donat that day, yet you cannot remember what happened.
That's right. When I regained consciousness, I found myself right back here. Now listen. Everyone in town is very tight-lipped about Donat. It's best not to pry into it.
Hold on, Pharaoh. Adventurer. Donat was tainted by black crystals that led to his ultimate demise. Any records he left are sealed with dark energy. Given your situation, I feel you may be uniquely qualified to delve into those records and unearth the truth for yourself.
Alustan, why would you speak of such a thing? Could it be this adventurer is the one you spoke of?
Finally, I've got my hands on the key. My preparations are complete.
Donat. Please reconsider. It could be more dangerous than we thought. Reinforcements will arrive soon from Heidel.
Listen, Pharaoh. Do you really think I'm doing all this for the sake of the town?
My friend, you are clearly tainted by the Black Stone.
Tainted? We'll find out soon enough! The greatness of Hexa. Behold! The one true king! Who will save us?
What a pity. You seemed a fine vessel. But another presence has already claimed you. Where there is light, so we are. Our paths shall cross again soon.
Back from reading Donat's journal, huh? I've been waiting. I need you to go somewhere for me. Hey, what's that look for? It's not like I'm gonna eat you. I'm way too cute to do something so morbid. Go on. Eden has something to discuss with you. Eden may be a bit of a rascal, but he wouldn't waste your time over nothing. Get going!
It seems to be related to the incident at Blish Ruins.
I've been waiting for you. The journal you brought from the ruins. Could I take a look at it?
Interesting. It's entirely blank. Donat was a scholar, so he definitely would have left something.
It's not alchemy. I can tell you that much for sure.
Surely there'll be a trace left somewhere.
Unfortunately, there's no way to tell. There's no sign of a reaction from Arnie's machine. Just what are you trying to get from this Fogan specimen? Don't tell me you too are chasing after this hogwash about the comet. What the?
The general balance is reacting. Adventurer, can you see it too? There's dark energy in the journal. This is a record of Belmore.
Belmore? I never thought I'd see that name in here. Is the mistake of Dawn returning to haunt us? Ah, ever since Alejandro's farm, we've been hoping we heard wrong. We need to alert Master Lustin first.
He should still be with Chief Freyero. As you found it, maybe it should be you who delivers the record. I need to check for any more clues on this Vogan specimen.
It seems to be related.
Looks like you found something. What truly happened to Donat? A journal. Astonishing. Belmorn. Donat was attempting to summon Belmorn himself, so that's why Belmorn's minions appeared here. So far removed from old Hexa. Of course.
His best option to protect the town against Calpheon was the Monarch of Darkness? Does this mean that the Shadow Knights have settled here?
A desert Vogan tribe, migrating all the way to a Serendian swamp. It has been Donat's machination for certain. He likely sought to sow chaos to cover his tracks. As he attempted to summon the darkness, Titium was probably so hooked on black stones, he had no choice but to forcibly bring his kin out here. Yet, as a bloody war was waiting for them here, of course he would have harbored a grudge against Donat. Adventurer, it seems we can no longer treat you as a simple black spirit symbiote. Listen here.
Long ago, Belmorn reigned as king over the Hexa Kingdom. He was an ambitious conqueror who instilled fear far beyond his dominion. Yet time takes its toll on all of us, including him. Belmorn was growing older, as were his worries. In an abominable act, he summoned the evil god Kazaka, unleashing a wave of corruption that left all it touched neither living nor dead. And so righteous individuals emerged to contest and ultimately vanquish both King Belmorn and Kazaka. These individuals were known as the Knights of Dawn, pursuers of truth and defenders of balance. However, the fallen Belmorn did not simply vanish. Instead, he left a lingering curse on the souls of the surviving knights. Those who sealed and oversaw Belmorn's remnants, the descendants of the Knights of Dawn, little by little were consumed by darkness. They became the Shadow Knights, now orchestrating the revival of Belmorn. The descendants of the Knights of Dawn, little by little were consumed by darkness. They became the Shadow Knights, now orchestrating the revival of Belmorn.
You will only find disappointment if you expect my will.
I'm sure you must have a lot of questions. Please, do not hesitate to ask anything. Regrettably, we have no knowledge of their current whereabouts. But rest assured, they will reveal themselves in due time. There is a matter that requires my attention elsewhere. Should I stumble upon anything of note, I'll send word. Have patience.
Alustan, what are you Don't tell me that you're thinking of pursuing that.
Let's save our words for now, Frero. Have we forgotten what we are here to do?
Understood.
Finished with your business here, have you? All your ducks in a row? Good. And perhaps you could spare a moment of your time for me. Lady Isabel's business has been going smoothly. The Jean Merchant Guild now holds absolute commercial power in Heidel. Now, we're about to transport those Trina Knight military supplies, Heidel's offerings, and of course the black crystals to Calpheon. By the way, I'm quite pleased with how you've handled matters here. Of course, Lady Isabel shares the sentiment. I'd like to recommend you for a position in our guild. Membership would give you a solid social foothold in Calpheon. From immigration checks to travel and various profitable endeavors, your time in the Republic will become infinitely more convenient. We'll talk more on the matter later. I see Lady Jarrett's doddering old butler is looking for you.
Adventurer, I hear you've made quite a name for yourself throughout Serendia. Lady Jarrett has great faith in you. Even now, she urgently seeks your presence. There's a small problem at the Black Crystal Extraction Mill. Once again, we find ourselves in need of your goodwill and assistance.
Oh, well, isn't that a coincidence? Lady Isabel is also looking for this adventurer.
It seems you've gained the trust of both Serendia and Calpheon. You've been rather busy, haven't you? Either way, both esteemed ladies are at the Black Crystal Extraction Mill. Why don't we make our way there together?
There's only so much leniency I can show. How much longer must I turn a blind eye? Have we not already granted you 3 extensions? What are we to do if you request yet another delay? This is becoming untenable. Any further delays and we risk having an inspection team dispatched from Calpheon.
Sir Edmund Dawson, I hear you're a knight of Calpheon. Are you threatening House Domingut?
Threatening? I'm simply stating procedures. And why, yes, I was knighted by the Callous Parliament. Perhaps you have forgotten to whom your father, His Grace, swore allegiance, Lady Jarrett.
Adventurer, I've run into a little, slight problem. Would you help me?
Slight problem? I'm sorry, did you say a slight problem? Lady Jarrett, you are grossly underestimating the situation.
You have had the Black Crystal rights for 7 long years. Shall we never again own what is rightfully ours? Is Calpheon's conscience so unperturbed? Oh, this unconscionable exploitation is truly tiresome. How much longer do you intend to milk this mine?
Exploitation? You'd be wise to watch your words, my lady. I have proof of Bobby Lawrence forged ledgers. Do you really believe that Grand Chamberlain Ducasse is unaware? Persist in this matter, and I'll call for the inspection team.
You plan to accuse a man renowned for his integrity of such a crime? Ha! Who would believe you? Ha! And just how long do you plan on blaming us for the declining extraction when we have such poor equipment? Why don't you send more technicians for maintenance? You have to invest to get results. Invest!
As per the terms of the contract, signed in the Declaration of Surrender, production and transportation are the sole jurisdiction of Serendia.
Surrender this, declaration that. Oh! You pick and choose when you want to be an ally, and now you're treating us like this? You swine!
There it is. There's the lady's temper. I haven't seen it for a long time.
Lady Jarrett, Sir Edmund.
I would like to propose a solution. Would you care to hear it?
Oh, Lady Isabel. As expected from one of the prestigious Calthian merchant families. By all means, go ahead. I am all ears.
Sir Edmund, I hear that you've been searching for high-purity black stones recently. In secret, that is.
How did you... No, that's not the point. Yes, I have been searching, but I've found nothing.
Then why not commission the most skilled adventurer in Serendia? Oh, don't tell me. You've been away on business in Calphion for so long to have not heard about this adventurer's fame?
While that's true, that place, it's full of danger. There are remnants of Blackstone scattered all over.
I don't think danger will be a problem. Right, adventurer?
While that's true, that place, it's full of danger. There are remnants of Blackstone scattered all over.
If you pull this off, I'll immediately recommend you for special position within our ranks.
I don't like siding with this woman, but I must admit it's a realistic solution.
If you are both in agreement, then it's fine with me. Well, what's the worst that could happen? Towards the Orc camp, west of the extraction mill. Our detectives reacted to something in that direction, but as you get closer, they stop reacting. It's like something is interfering. There are too many orcs for our troops to subdue, so we've been forced to stand down. If we manage to thin their numbers a bit, that may give us some sort of lead. If you are both in agreement, then it's fine with me. Well, what's the worst that could happen?
Puts you 6 feet under.
Who are you, exactly? The one who sent the sword through Edmund?
We are the Shadow Knights. We serve King Belmorn of Hexa.
He's long dead. Huh?
That's right, Jordine. We've been preparing for the King's resurrection.
Nonsense.
Just one final step remains. A vessel to contain our King's pure wrath and ambition. You, Jordine.
You dare to make me a sacrifice?
I see it differently. Jordine, do you not wish for the destruction of Calpheon? With Lord Balmorn's power, that can easily come to fruition.
Serendia need not stoop to dark sorcery. By my might alone, Calpheon will crumble.
You will soon make your decision. Our king.
Orcs are no easy opponents, yet you returned unscathed. Did you manage to find anything? Oh, impressive. After refinement, this will suffice for our current shipment.
And with this, our adventurer has solved yet another case. Congratulations on joining the ranks of the Jean Merchant Guild.
I believed in you, adventurer. This time I will personally report of your success to Sir Jordine.
Maybe with this incident, the winds of change shall stir up relations between Serendia and Calpheon.
Such a high purity black crystal.
Well then, before refining it, I'll try it first. You old goats in Parliament are going to regret sending me here.
It feels good to have such a long-standing problem behind us. Adventurer, why don't we go for another drink? Shall we head back to Heidel? And don't worry, it's my treat today. I'll go ahead and grab us a table. Feel free to take care of any business you need to attend to first. Don't be too late. Golden Toad Inn, got it? See you there. Finally here. Have a drink, let's drink until we're black-spirited. Ha ha! Come on, don't be shy. Have a drink. It's honey wine brewed at Alejandro Farms. You have to down it in one go. Ready? That's the spirit. Oh, I feel alive.
Why, Lady Durette, you can certainly hold your liquor.
Isabel, what are you doing here? Don't tell me you followed us.
Me? Don't be absurd. We, the Jean Merchant Guild, have acquired this establishment.
Ah, that Bobby Lauren, all talk and no action. I'm in a good mood today. I'll let it slide.
I hate to show up and spoil the mood, but it's a rather urgent matter.
What is it? It better not be something trivial. From tomorrow, this inn will be under strict surveillance.
It's about the war. The war between Serendia and Calpheon.
What are you talking about? Did I hear you correctly?
Yes. Grand Chamberlain Jordine Ducasse is planning to wage war against Calpheon.
Do you realize what you're saying? Serendia is a vassal state. Why would we... If you're not careful with your words, both Trina Knights and Delphi Knights will come marching this way.
I'm well aware. That's why I'm discussing this discreetly with you and the adventurer. Simply put, the current standing Serendian army is too large to merely be used for subduing bandits and demi-humans. Despite being burdened with high taxes, farms across Serendia are stockpiling surplus, and Median mercenaries are quietly amassing while only being appointed to menial tasks. You've seen it with your own eyes, haven't you? Adventurer, you too. Don't tell me you believe all this was done to bolster the strength of the nation. And don't misunderstand. I want to prevent a war. I just want to grow the Jean Merchant Guild by boosting Serendia's economy. Besides, Calpheon is about to hold an election for Chief Counselor. They don't want any ruckus. My father, a member of the Callis Parliament, is a candidate for Chief Counselor.
You... Ugh. I will not! This concerns my people. If you were me, how could you possibly remain calm after hearing such slander? Ugh. Do you have any proof? This is all circumstantial. I must hear it directly from Sir Jardine himself. I cannot trust the words of some merchant. I cannot trust...
Don't worry about the little lady. I've already sent word to Sir Roig. We're short on time. We need to resolve this matter entirely within a few days. Thanks to the exceptional skills of our newest member, we've already made great progress. The Baron of Montvidal stirring up conflict, the Fogans and Nagas threatening Glish, and the Orcs' gradual expansion of power. Not to mention the delivery issues at the extraction mill. Now only the Baragi bandits remain. But isn't the standing force of Serendia a bit excessive for that? The Callis Parliament has already begun to notice. Sooner or later, an inspection team will be dispatched. Imagine Calpheon requesting a reduction of the standing army. Would Jordine really want to give up all that power? In that case, he would probably go to war. Even if he doesn't desire it, the situation will force his hand. You mean the embezzlement at the Black Crystal extraction mill, right? I knew that wasn't Serendia's fault. Seeing the look on Sir Edmund's face when you presented that Black Crystal, it was obvious what he had been up to. At first, I thought it was Jordine embezzling for his military nest egg. Well, I suppose they're both guilty of embezzlement in the end. The important thing is what the Callous Parliament thinks, not where the Black Crystals ended up being used. I'm certain someone I know well within the Council is likely to have connections with Sir Edmund. Hold it. Let's sort things out one at a time. It's better to tackle everything clearly. Right, Rookie? Taken aback by the title? I did promise you a position for a job well done. Worry not. The title will soon prove a useful status to wield. A fine plan. The Grand Chamberlain already trusts you. If there's anyone he'd let his guard down around, you are the only one in all of Serendia who can gather reliable information directly from him now. But remember, don't push him too far. If something unfortunate happened to you, it'd be quite the shame. Got it? I'll look into the financial records of this inn. It seems it was once the base of Bobby and the Hydel League of Merchants. Well, I know the real power was his sister, Grace Lauren. But, judging by Bobby's demeanor, I doubt we'll get anything interesting out of them.
Adventurer, please come in. You're just returning from having a drink? Praise for you has been abundant in my circles. I simply couldn't resist extending an invitation to meet. Sir Roy came back carrying Lady Jarette. I suppose you were her drinking companion? I first perceived you as a young, ambitious upstart, seeking to rise above their station. But it seems Lady Jarette saw something more in you I may have overlooked. So, what brings you to me? For you, I can spare the time. Let's be frank. The lives of Serendians have changed little under Calpheon's rule. His Grace has always been a king to his people, and I'm merely ruling in accordance to his wishes. Recently, due to issues with our finances, we've had to raise taxes. Rest assured, it's only a temporary measure. But ever since that war, since our defeat, Serendia has been robbed of the opportunity to grow stronger as a nation. Our country may have lost the war, and our king his crown, but the victors did not strip us of our autonomy. While we may appear free to politic in our people's best interest, Calpheon continues to chip away at our rights one by one. Take the Black Crystal extraction mill, for instance. Anything produced there is automatically property of Calpheon. The Black Crystals hold the potential to make our nation a political superpower, yet we are not even allowed to study and research them. Calpheon crushed us because of those Black Crystals, and now they're taking them from our lands too. I yearn for my homeland to become a country of greater strength, a country that won't be infringed upon by foreign nations. The first step will be to reclaim the rights to the extraction mill. With those resources, we will be able to accomplish even greater feats. It won't be an easy task, which is why Serendia needs more talents like you. If you agree, I plan to introduce you to His Grace tomorrow. the wealth and honor I promised will follow. If you view it as just another slick politician's rhetoric for the nation, it might be hard to grasp. I too am a citizen of a defeated country. The horrors of war were an unavoidable fate for my family as well. Indeed, my youth was a hedonistic blur of boozing, womanizing, and gambling. After the war, my life changed. It's not the most exciting tale, but would you care to listen? My father was once Lord Constable of Serendia. Then one day, he was exiled. He was accused of deeply offending the king. As the scales tipped, I lived recklessly. I wallowed in the arms of a woman named Roxanne. Alfonso, ever earnest, had eyes only for Princess Durette. I wished him the best. Then, suddenly, the Princess of Calphion, who was married to one of the princes of Serendia, died. Calphion pinned the blame on Serendia and waged war against us. In the ensuing war, my father was killed. Consumed with anger and grief, I enlisted in the army alongside Alfonso. I still remember the moment I reclaimed my father's sword from the blood-soaked battlefield. We were on the cusp of victory when Princess Durette was taken hostage. Alfonso proposed the formation of a rescue party. His intentions were clear. He wanted to make a name for himself, elevate his status, and win the heart of his love. However, it was I who ended up rescuing the princess locked in the tower. Alfonso, unable to contain his eagerness, wounded his leg. The rescue operation did not go as intended. General Cliff used me as a decoy to escape with the princess. As a strategist, it was the obvious choice. I was left to survive by the skin of my teeth and return to hiding. Upon my return, I learned Serendia had been defeated. The king had surrendered and was now a duke. The Calphion army then swept across Serendia, reducing Monvedel to ruins as a stark example. Then I began courting Durette. Alfonso, in shock from all that transpired, went into seclusion. A year later, when the Duke returned from the war tribunal, Durette and I pledged to marry. In that moment, the sole survivor of a crumbling family became the heir to an entire country. Shortly after, I became Grand Chamberlain, overseeing affairs of state in the Duke's stead. Now, with unfettered access to our nation's secrets, I learned of everything that had occurred during the war. My parents passed away while resisting Calphion's attack on the Western Front. That tragedy was avoidable and born entirely from General Cliff's misjudgments. I couldn't stand the sight of him, so I demoted him and sent him to the outskirts of Balamos. Calphion then constructed a black crystal extraction facility in the Western Swamp, keeping its output for themselves. It was only then that I came to understand the princess's death had been but an excuse to wage war, to obfuscate their true intentions. Moreover, the subject of my youthful affections, Roxanne Fiaza, was discovered to be a Calphionian spy. By plunging Serendia's royal family into chaos, Calphion created an excuse to attack. She orchestrated the princess's kidnapping and delivered Calphion their victory on a silver platter. There were many questions I wished to ask her, but alas, she had already taken her own life. Ever since then, I've been living desperately to set things right again. Calpheon stole everything from my country. Everything from me. My family, my country, everything. Feels good to get that tale off my chest after so long. Give my proposal some thought and let me know what you decide. An opportunity like this doesn't knock twice. I trust you understand. And yes, it pertains to the White Witch you've been seeking. There's a theory suggesting she's connected to the disappearances we're investigating in southern Serendia. But for now, evidence is merely circumstantial, so there's not much to go on. I'll let you know as soon as we have something solid. I've prepared a special meal for you. The cook here is quite skilled, so please, give it a try.
Are you back from meeting Sir Jordine? How did it go? Did he say anything? Well, there's nothing more we can do for now. Let's get some rest and reconvene tomorrow. It's nothing luxurious, but I've arranged a room for you. I hope you sleep soundly. Merchant Guild would bring great...
How could this happen? Tell me! Why are they tormenting us like this? Adventurer, what are we to do?
Don't cry, Lady Jarrett. The heir of Serendia should not shed tears over such matters.
Calpheon ordered us to disband our army by day's end. Hence, even I was summoned from Balanos. The imp issue is far from resolved, yet they demand a hasty disbandment. This spells trouble. Jordine, what could he have done to provoke such a response from Calpheon?
To be forced to dismiss the army at a time like this? Joe, what will you do now?
It's your first time laying eyes on me, unhelmed. It is I, Baron Alfonso Rundi of Monverdel. Once the power of the Black Stone faded, I regained my true form. Handsome, aren't I? The disbandment order applies to my domain as well, so I rushed here to inform His Grace. I'm just waiting here while the Grand Chamberlain is having a private audience with him. Why did I drag myself to Heidel? Did you not already knock some sense into me? Thanks to Lady Isabel, I've managed to reconcile with Jerry. Not quite there yet with Joe, though. Even though they rule over us, it's an order I simply cannot comprehend.
Did you rest well? The world has changed overnight. It appears we have another busy day ahead. Captain Cliff has urgently requested my assistance. The disbandment order was issued because of what the Shadow Knights did. The Shadow Knights have long been deemed heretics in Calpheon. and Calpheon has persistently sought to address this thorn in its side. Following your visit to the extraction mill, they struck under cover of night, laying waste to the place. It must have been Sir Edmund who reported the incident to Calpheon, and then the disbandment order was delivered by dawn. Heretics were discovered in the Protectorate. Thus, the need to root out potential traitors justified their order to disband.
What? Oh, don't tell me. You're framing him? What, are you a spy from Calpheon? Huh?
Lady Jarrett, please, calm down. This adventurer is merely a wanderer who awoke with no memories.
Oh my. Come to think of it, Lady Jarrett was the first person to have met the adventurer after they awoke.
That's right, Jerry. Think about it. Remember all they've done for us. They probably didn't even know who the Shadow Knights were.
What business did the Grand Chamberlain have with them? Was it black crystals? Sacrificial offerings of virgins and children?
The king? The Shadow Knights seek a king now? Master Alustin, it was just as you surmised.
Indeed. It seems they aim to revive the Monarch of Darkness, Belmorn.
Belmorn? Captain, was Belmorn not the old king who ruled the fallen Hexakingdom?
Lady Jarrett, our chief concern should be the disbandment order. I need you to persuade the Grand Chamberlain to accept Calpheon's terms. In the meantime, we will uncover the lair of those specters and drive off those scoundrels for good.
What are you talking about, Captain? Are you suggesting that we station Calpheon's army within our borders?
Accept the disbandment order first. It will prove to Calpheon that we have no allegiance to the heretics. And then, before Calpheon's forces march into Serendia for a full-scale investigation, Alfonso, the adventurer, and I must locate the base of those bastards and put an end to them for good.
Lady Jarrett, Captain Cliff's judgment is sound. Should Calpheon uncover any hint of heresy, Serendia would once again fall victim to the atrocities of war. Surely such an outcome is far from your desires.
Damn it! I don't understand a word of what any of you are saying. It seems like I have to shoulder some responsibility as well.
Silence! Have you forgotten what those Calpheon bastards did to me? You dare ask me to call in those soldiers again?
My lady! Lady Jarrett!
Would the Grand Chamberlain truly accept that? A man who took great pains to raise an army just to strike at Calpheon? It won't be easy.
Is this true? Alfonso, did you know? Why didn't you say anything to me?
It's true, Jen. Captain Cliff. If you had known, you would have marched to Heidel with the handful of troops you had. It's one thing for me to cross him. I've some degree of sovereignty. But to defy your leader and commander could brand you a traitor.
If it's true, we're dealing with a far graver issue. I knew the Grand Chamberlain has been up to something. Yet, if he is now bracing for a war with Calpheon, who knows what he'll do when he feels cornered?
It seems there's no time left to lose. We must take action now.
What are you waiting for? Are you with Bobby Lord?
Did you rest well?
Adventurer, go to the council chamber immediately and keep an eye on the Grand Chamberlain. The Shadow Knights approach him now. You're the only one who can stop them. Please, we'll persuade Lady Jarrett. Hurry!
Adventurer, please save him. I beg you. You're the only one. The only one I can trust now.
The Shadow Knights approach him now.
Your Grace, you've seen it for yourself. The foundations that Medea built itself upon.
Yes, Grand Chamberlain. I knew it well.
Then why do you hesitate? Your Grace, why do you think Calpheon took over Serendia? Black crystals. The black crystals. It's because of those black crystals. Reclaiming the rights to the black crystals will allow Serendia to prosper once more. We can welcome back the days of glorious splendor.
Grand Chamberlain, I am terrified.
You must remain resolute. The taxes are only temporary measures. If we can reclaim rights to the Black Crystal business, we can return the taxes to the people.
But how can we claim victory against Calpheon?
We have already completed the initial trials. If we supply harpies, sawnills, and trolls with pure black crystals, they will provide ample distraction for Delphi and Trina Knights. If we seize that opportunity, we can take the Chief Counselor's head.
Isn't it all too obvious? They've already seen right through you.
Already?
What is this?
Sir Edmund? What are you doing here?
Glory to the sunlight upon the eagle's feathers, Your Grace.
Speak.
I will be extraditing the Grand Chamberlain Jordine Ducasse to Calpheon.
Bastard, how dare you! I'm sorry, Grand Chamberlain. I was fearful.
Your Grace! Sir Jordine, you'd be wise to come quietly. You must stand trial before the Calpheon court. The trial will be fair, and if found innocent, Calpheon will compensate Serendia properly.
My fate does not end here. Not like this. This calls for a change of plan.
As I suspected, Shadow Knights! You're the one who... Quickly! Execute the traitor of Calpheon! At once!
Sir Edmund, this isn't what you promised.
Where is he?
Jordine.
Somebody please help!
Adventurer, you too. I truly believed you'd understand. Your Grace, there's no turning back now. Rest assured, you and the Lady Jarette will not be harmed.
Jordine, why on earth are you doing this?
For the glory, for the splendor of Serendia.
Jordine!
Adventurer, what in the world happened? Sir Edmund? Impossible. A knight of the Callous Parliament was used as a pawn? This is absurd.
Father! Father! Are you okay? Are you hurt?
Get away!
Oh, Your Grace! Please, pull yourself together! Oh, good grief. His Grace's condition is...
Wait! Did you say Jordine disappeared with the Shadow Knights? Adventurer, head to where you first witnessed Jordine with the Shadow Knights. That watchtower. There's said to be a secret chamber beneath it. Master Alustin believes that to be their headquarters. We must stop them.
I'll put you 6 feet under.
All has been set in motion. Bear witness. The mark of darkness shall descend upon us. We shall emerge from the depths of this. Finally comes to us. Before the Almighty, the King of Hexa has returned!
Jordine, have you finally succumbed to the darkness?
Ah, of course. I always knew it would come to this. Come at me. need more time to get accustomed to this body. Meldor.
Take cover!
Jordine.
Damn Jordine! To the very end! Does he not realize this pattern?
Jerry must be worried. Let's head back to Heidel for now, adventurer.
Protector of Serendia, I have been awaiting your return. More importantly, her ladyship is waiting. Would you kindly follow me?
Warm greetings to you, Protector of Serendia.
Adventurer, are you okay? You're not hurt, are you? Father, he's been bedridden all this time. The shock has caused him great pain. What of Sir Jordine? You didn't kill him, did you? Al, tell me it's not true. He was your friend, wasn't he? Oh, what am I supposed to do? Oh.
Adventurer, can you spare a moment to speak? As the protector of Serendia, I believe you must be kept abreast of the current situation. As you can see, His Grace is not in good health. Lady Jarrett will soon take her father's place. Alfonso will step in to fill Jordine's vacancy, and my old bones are left to deal with the remaining imps. So the most important task now falls to you. Will you hear me out? According to Master Alustin, your destiny leads you down this path, even without me asking. Stop Jordine. No, stop Belmorn. It's a shameless request, but you are the only one to whom I can entrust this task. Lady Isabel will continue to assist you. She is one of the few nobles of Calpheon who still stands with Serendia. He was once my protege, so I cannot bring myself to ask you to end his life, yet I will respect any decision you make.
Adventurer, if you find him, tell him that I await him still. And as for you, proud protector of Serendia, we have prepared a place for you here to call home. When the road of adventure wears you thin, you can always find respite and comfort here with us. Adventurer, thank you for protecting Serendia. Adventurer, thank you for protecting Serendia. Yes,
How can I ever forget him? I just hope that everything returns to how it once was. He left all on his own, intending to shoulder everything by himself. I feel so sorry for him. I will embrace him for an eternity if he returns, even if it means giving up everything I have. Adventurer, thank you for protecting Serendia. Funny, isn't it? I'm not entirely sure myself. When I first met you, I didn't like you for sure. The way we form bonds with one another, I'll never understand. But somehow, the person I trust the most right now is you. Oh, besides Sir Jordine, of course. Although, thanks to him, we're in quite a predicament at the moment. Adventurer, thank you for protecting Serendia. Calphion is preparing for the election of Chief Counselor. If the administration changes, the political landscape will surely shift. To unify the divided public opinion, it's quite likely they'll use Jordine as a pretext to crush Serendia once again. The most favorable outcome would be for Enrique and Karosha, a known ally of Serendia, to take the seat. But the odds of that are slim. Please stop Sir Jordine and prevent the situation from worsening. I will do what I can from here. Adventurer, thank you for... I had no idea. Or did I? I want to believe I didn't. Perhaps I simply chose to ignore the reality. The ledger of that wretched girl at Elder Farm, the mercenaries gathered at Moretti Farm, the standing army, far too many just for bandits, and Bobby Lauren's ledger, clearly forged. But now, I cannot be deceived by such things for the sake of my people who've staked their faith in me. Adventurer, thank you for... I thought I would marry Sir Jordine and become the wife of a duke. But, alas, it seems I've now inherited all the duties of a duke myself. This world is so unpredictable. Nothing seems to go as planned. If by any chance he does return, can everything be put back in its place? Adventurer, thank you for protecting Serendia. I thought I would marry Sir Jordine as well. If by any... Adventurer, thank you for protecting Serendia.
Warm greetings to you, protector of Serendia. First and foremost, we must prove that there's no connection between the Shadow Knights and the Duke of Serendia. In order to do that, your role is of utmost importance. Please, lend us your aid. If Jordine falls into Calphion's hands, a blood-stained blade will be aimed at Serendia next. Warm greetings to you. The truth is, those troops were hastily assembled to keep the former Grand Chamberlain in check. Honestly, those soldiers could do with a good ass-kicking every now and again to keep them on their toes, if you want to stop by. Just don't hit them too hard. Don't want them any more traumatized than they already are. Warm greetings to you. To be honest, I'm ashamed to say that I'm uncertain. The farmland is in ruin, and there's little of the land to salvage. Rather than investing in the restoration of that region, it would be better to focus my efforts on restabilizing Heidel. Without Lady Isabel's support, I wouldn't have been able to hold out as long as I did. It's that much of a lost cause. Warm greetings to you. Ah, well, of course. Honestly, in this situation, I can hardly think of anyone else qualified to take care of her. What? Why are you looking at me like that? Don't misunderstand, I have a family. I don't know how much you've heard, but that's all in the past. We're mature adults now, aren't we? Warm greetings to you. Huh. Even you're greeting me like that? I'll say this as it's you, but it's making me uncomfortable. That Jordine left so many affairs unresolved. I'm completely consumed with cleaning up his mess. If he was planning to descend the world into darkness, the least he could have done is leave the state's affairs in order. Warm...
It feels like I'm meeting an old friend, adventurer. Oh, why ask me something like that so suddenly? Ah, yes. I did hear that you lost your memory. My family, like you, weren't originally from Serendia, but we've been settled here for quite some time. I once asked my grandfather where we came from. He just smiled and looked into the skies. It feels like I'm...
Adventurer, never forget your strength. It is my estimation that the Shadow Knights likely tried to make contact with you. Am I wrong? Perhaps they deliberately wanted you to interact with a high-purity black crystal, simply to observe the reaction. When they sensed your power, they might have mistakenly assumed that Belmorn had awoken. Once they realized you were not, in fact, Belmorn, they likely began their actual preparations for his resurrection. You found an empty relic with Eden and Yaz, correct? That likely was their handiwork. It has been nearly a decade since the star fell upon the ancient stone chamber. Our paths are destined to cross again. Adventurer, never forget your strength, your resilience. In all honesty, yes. You're a black spirit symbiote, the likes of which we've not seen before. Should our objectives converge, we hope that you'll cooperate with us. Fear not. For we're not those who wish. Adventurer, never... I suspect that Belmorn is also related to the Black Spirit. I believed that you, a Black Spirit symbiote, might be able to read his journal, an assumption that I'm embarrassed to admit I never expected to pay off. You continue to intrigue me. Adventurer, never forget. I apologize, but I cannot tell you just yet. When the time comes, I'll let you know. Perhaps someday you'll embark on a long adventure alongside us. Adventurer, never forget your strength. You've more than proven your valor already. But Belmorn, he is something else. Eden, Owen, Yaz, and I are tirelessly seeking solutions. We should be able to offer you some assistance soon. Until then, it would be wise to avoid crossing paths with him. You are our only hope, which we cannot afford to lose. Adventurer, never... Regrettably, the Duke of the Shock must have been great indeed. For now, Carolyn is attending to him.
Adventurer, I hope you will forgive my past rudeness. Well, the former Grand Chamberlain was quite exceptional in many ways. It's inevitable that he'll invite some comparison for a while. Still, being a student of General Cliff and having ruled a territory of his own, he should have ample experience. Adventurer, I hope you...
Thought only the Fogans wrought such chaos, but it looks like this place is a mess too. All thanks to you subduing that terrifying Titium. I guess they don't call you a hero for nothing. I thought only the
I was just trying to meet a quota. I did my best to help my country. You think I've got time to worry about that when my own nose is to the grindstone? Come to think of it, it's all because of you. That's why I wanted to wipe out all those imps. And no, you had to go and cozy up to the imp boss. I would...
If you need anything, please let me know. Anything for a friend of the future Duchess. She had white clothes in her wardrobe, certainly, but she didn't wear them every day. But if you need anything...
promised you something in return for completing the mission, right? Here, take it. I don't... Anyway, let's set off for Calpheon now. We will need to pass through Delphi Castle first. I'll leave first with Povius. Let's meet at the entrance of the castle, rookie.